living. My name is John Gray. I'm in the hot seat today, but I'm sitting with two good friends over here going to help me out.
You are hot in the hot seat.
I'm in the hot seat.
I don't know if I'd say that or not. You know.
You're hot.
Yeah,
And you are?
Peggy is very hot. I'm Jim Fuller.
By the
Proud
way.
to be a part of this team.
Proud to be. I see we're all still in costume.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
we are.
Survived Halloween.
Survived Halloween.
Hope everybody else out there did as well.
I think maybe they did.
It was.
There was a lot of things going on.
Oh,
It was a beautiful night. The stars were out, and so I think, and I didn't hear of any horrible thing happening to anybody.
No, I don't think so
that was
either.
a
I
good
haven't
thing.
heard of anything either. I went to Manchester yesterday afternoon to cover the Safe on the Square event, which is
did
the
you?
Halloween event. I can't believe how big that event is. There must have been 2,500 kids on the
How
square in
wonderful.
Manchester.
Dressed in
it was
costume.
it was just
That is a neat thing to
wall-to-wall people, if you can imagine.
So were they out of school for that?
Apparently, of course, I don't know. I was there at about 3:30,
Oh,
so
okay.
you know.
Could have been
maybe-
after school.
But you know,
Were they mostly little people, little people, or school age people, or all kinds?
They were all ages there.
I went to Walmart early yesterday morning, and everybody there was in costume. That was fun. And that's the only place I went, so I guess other places they were dressed up too.
I stopped by to see our colleague Chip Ramsey while I was there.
Was he in costume?
And
Chip's
he
always
was,
in costume.
he was, and he and Dr. Florence were there.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that Chip looks better in his Halloween costume than he does
in real clothes.
What did he have on? What was he?
Some kind of ugly mask thing, but you know, it
Yeah.
was very becoming to him.
So he looked better in his
Yeah,
mask.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought so.
So do I. I mean, what can I say?
Was Dr. Flo a beach boy?
I don't know what he was, but he had went to a tremendous amount of effort to get in his costume. Yeah.
He's always like that.
Yeah.
He's a good one for getting out there.
Yeah, way out there, way out there. Lauren and I were in costume on Tennessee Traveler.
I caught that. I noticed
Did
that.
you
I was
notice
proud.
that?
I was proud of you guys.
Yeah, I called her up during the day and I said, or text her, because she's a text queen. You know, I text her and I said,
Lauren is a text queen.
yeah,
She doesn't have time to talk.
Well, I think where
She's a
she
busy
is
girl.
sometimes her phone will text but not be a phone. I don't know.
I'd ask where she is, but I'm not sure it's appropriate.
Well, it's down in No Mandy. So
okay.
No Mandy is no land sometimes for telephones.
Well, you
get
can always get a signal.
there.
That's true.
And, Bell Buckle's one of those places you can go to. It's like that, and it just disappears.
That's probably kind of nice. You go
Yeah,
to Bell
yeah.
Buckle and check out.
Check out.
There
Just
you
don't
go.
worry about it.
How'd your writing go this week? You been
Oh, it
writing?
went good. It went good. We had a good time.
Good.
Valerie's a pretty bright young lady, and we had the other little girl, Christy, who was in here.
Is she writing too?
She was in the room with us and her husband, because we wanted a drum. We wanted that drum
Yeah.
on this
So you could
particular
have
song,
have
and
a beat
so
going?
yeah, so it was fun. We had a good time. The back to the Halloween deal. No, I texted Lauren and said, you know, costume, you know, question mark. She went, sounds like fun, way too much work. And I went, no, this can be really simple. You know, a cowgirl hat and a scarf around your neck. Not, you know, not. And so she came as a genie and crystal ball. We just happened to have a crystal ball in the studio, and we put it over on the set.
Fantastic.
And I was, you know, Johnny Carson used to do.
He used to wear the big hair.
Had the big hat, and he was
A wizard.
Karnak.
Karnak the wizard.
yeah.
Karnak the Magnificent. Well, I was Carback.
I like it.
I was Carback, and I had a hat.
I wish we had
I bought
pictures.
I bought a wizard's hat when we took Jacob to Disney World.
You got a wizard
Years
hat?
ago, I got a wizard hat that is a really cool wizard
Here comes
hat.
Bob with the crystal ball.
There's
There you go.
there's
the genie's ball
there's
or whatever
Jeannie's
that is.
ball right there. You know, she was, and what we were doing on Tennessee Traveler is she would decide what the next thing was going to be, and I had some envelopes, and I was deciding.
There you go.
I'd hold them up, and we were figuring out what the price was going to be.
Very good.
And sometimes it was the right price, and sometimes it was the wrong price. I'm not as good as Carson. I made some mistakes.
Well, Carson, he always gave the answer and then got the question later, which I thought was clever.
But we had a lot of fun. And
Was
I think
anybody home last night?
Well, you know, we had pretty good response. We had some sound issues, But you know, that happens from time to time. But people enjoyed what we were doing, I think, and they were calling in, laughing, and having fun.
Good. That's what counts.
The what?
Wendy's clip.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to do this right now in case this friend of mine, I got this little thing the other day that I did for a friend of mine, not just a friend of mine, a real good friend of mine, my father-in-law, Mr. Bob Couch.
Oh, okay.
And Bob Couch is an avid Wendy's fan.
I've heard that.
And Wendy was in town this week, and Bob, this is for you, wherever that is. This is for you, Bob Couch.
I want to say hello to one of my favorite customers. Hi, Bob Couch. See you Sunday.
That's good.
See you Sunday, Bob. All right, that's Wendy, just to you, Bob.
Bob goes there every Sunday.
We go just about every Sunday, and he and Dot will probably eat there a couple of more times during the week.
Yeah.
I mean, they like the food. Food's good there.
Food's good, and
Right.
they get a high rating as far as cleanliness.
Yeah, oh
I've
yeah.
noticed.
And they've just redone it. And of course, we're giving Wendy's an ad, but I don't care. They're good folks over there. They always
Yes,
treat
they are.
everybody.
They're
They,
very
what
good.
tickles me is you can stand in line, and people will be complaining about standing in line over there, and I tell them, I say, their advertisement says we're not fast food, and they're not.
Yeah.
You know, they cook it when you're there. So
I didn't realize
a lot of it
I
is
did not
prepared while
realize
you're
that.
there. So yeah, there'll be, and it's a busy place. That they could probably have a bigger store than what they have over there,
Probably.
because
a lot
that
of
store
people go
does a
there,
lot
yeah.
of business
A lot of
over
people
there.
go
So
there.
which is good. Another one of our successful businesses.
Yes.
In
absolutely.
Tullahoma, and I hope all of them had a good Halloween and
I
made a lot
wondered
of money.
I wondered about your Jacob. He's so great with costumes. Did he show up in
Jacob,
costume?
I doubt he did, because he's on a mission right now about something else.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't think
So he didn't go. So Jacob didn't go trick or treating this year.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But now he did. They had a little party with his little football team they did recently, and he was Fred Flintstone.
Was he?
Yeah. Well, he wore that thing that he wore during the that he made during the
country show? Where he was half Willie Nelson?
No,
Oh.
this is the one where he had the horns coming out of his head.
He was a Viking.
He was a Viking, so he took that
That's
fur.
my favorite. That was my favorite thing to do. I love the Vikings singing opera.
Oh yeah. So he took the fur and put it on, and he sort of they thought he was Fred Flintstone.
I
So
love it.
those little kids, they had a good time.
I
with
still
him.
can't get over him being Willie Nelson and Toby Keith at the same time.
Yeah,
That was-
Jacobs
He'd turn one way and be Toby, and then he'd turn the other way and be Willie.
had half a cowboy
was
hat
great,
on and
yeah.
half a scarf and one
When-
pigtail
When he,
hanging down.
you know, when he first said he was going to do that song, what is it? Beer for my horses.
Yeah.
Whiskey for my man and beer for my horses. And I said, well, who's going to be Willie Nelson? He said, I am. And I said, well, who's going to be Toby Keith? And he said, I am. So I trusted him, and sure enough, he was. He's awesome.
Changing voices is hard in that, doing something like that.
It is. It's a task.
So you know, we've got a lot of stuff going on around.
There's
It's
always.
holiday season is kicking off, and you know, it's just stuff. Tullahoma's first game in the playoffs is this Friday night at Wilkins Stadium.
Right.
And we'll be playing Centennial.
That's pretty exciting.
It
And,
is.
we
Centennial's
hope
got a
that-
pretty good
It's a lot.
team as well. I
Centennial
think.
has a good team. They're a
Good
6-4 team, but they played some big big folks. So, and they're playing good ball right now. Manchester is playing Riverdale. Coffee County's playing Riverdale, which will probably be an assassination.
Can you imagine drawing Riverdale for
That
the
would
first
be- I
game?
mean,
First
Here
game.
They
comes
are.
more
Here comes some more princesses.
We have a
Oh,
studio
my
full of
goodness.
beautiful girls today.
Yeah.
I mean, and they are from small to big.
There's from small to big.
So this will be fun.
They're beautiful.
All right. So, but football, we have football going on, and you know, there's just stuff happening. It's that time of year. Winter's coming on. Weather's getting cool. Leaves, you know, the leaves are falling. They're
I
beautiful.
wanted to mention the leaves. They are absolutely awesome.
Leaves are
And I always
gorgeous.
hate to see them go. However, they're all over my patio and driveway, but that's okay.
Well, the hailstorm,
beautiful.
stripped a bunch
Stripped
of
a
them
bunch
away.
of them, yeah.
Right.
You know,
But
but
they're
so we
still
didn't
pretty.
get to see a lot of the color that we usually see. But you know, they're still looking good, and we'll have some people on today. I think the Highland Rim or the Multi-County Builders Association is going to be on
to
a little bit, talking a little bit more about the hailstorm and how you need to, and what we want to impress on everyone, and they will reiterate that, is how you need to deal with local folks.
Yes.
Keep the money at home.
Keep the money at home, I agree.
You know, let somebody fix your stuff who's going to be here a year from now, not off chasing another storm somewhere.
Plus, if you have a problem with it, if you've got a local person, they're going to deal with it for you.
They've been in business.
I believe that. I believe in supporting your hometown and buying locally.
Yes, very much so. So that's pretty much it, how things are going around here. Jim, you okay?
I'm good, yes. And, you know, I just want to mention that I was really proud of our crack crew, that you know, our producers in the back, that yesterday we were doing the show about Tennessee walking horses, and we ran across this horse's name that won, and Jerry called him Doss something or other, and I said, Jerry, I don't believe that's that horse's name. I think that means dose.
Yeah.
You know, and Andrew, and you tell me how he knew this. Andrew immediately knew that it was the name of a beer. Dos Equis was the beer.
Andrew's a genius.
Andrew knew that right off and corrected us so that we were able to get the correct name of the horse on the air.
That's great.
Now, how do you suppose Andrew knew immediately that was the name of a beer?
Genius.
Well, because there's two things involved here. Andrew's dad is involved in horses.
Yeah.
And Andrew is involved at London's.
London's, that's it.
And so Andrew's dad knows horses, and Andrew knows beer.
Andrew knows beer. Okay.
And he knows how to pronounce Dos Equis.
Okay.
Dos Equis.
You know, because Dos Equis is the beer of the most intriguing man in the world. Have you seen those commercials?
I think so.
You know, it ends with "Stay thirsty, my friend."
Yeah. I've seen.
And Andrew stays thirstier than anybody I believe.
That's right. Okay.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here, folks, and we'll be back with more of Just Plain Living. It's going to be fun. Don't go away. Never can tell what you might miss.
And I'm Mike Thompson, and we own Thompson Ford in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Lori and I bought the dealership back. It's on Highway 55. Same dealership that we had for 10 years. Look forward to serving you for another 10. Thank you to the community. Thank you for allowing us to be here for the last 15 years. Thank you for having us raise our family here.
Thank you for all your support.
It's been a great place. It's a great place to live. Look forward to living here. Put me in the ground here. I'd be proud to do it. God bless America, and God bless Tennessee.
Our office used to look like this, but now with My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young, it's easy. We've made all of our files electronic and stored them in our virtual filing cabinet, which gave us tons of space. And Bob here, a big promotion. Melissa can pull files in minutes and spends hours on Facebook. And Kyle's confidential files stay confidential.
We're not totally paper-free, right?
My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young. It's that easy.
Good can overcome. That is where your contributions to the Salvation Army go.
Welcome back to Just Plain Living. I've got somebody on this show today that's not just plain, and it's Judy Worthington. I keep trying to call her by her maiden name because we went to high school together.
We did indeed.
Yesterday.
We had lots of fun.
We did. We had great fun. We were in school in a wonderful time.
Yes, we were.
The war was over and we were having a good ride. Today, we're going to talk about several things, but Judy is here. She's executive director of the Coffee County Museum, Aerospace, Arrowheads to Aerospace, which involves a wide range of activities and things, doesn't it?
We hit the highlights from the time the Indians were here through the coming of Arnold Engineering Development Center. And it's amazing what all is incorporated in the museum thanks to the grace of God and people's donations
and I need to get
us.
back over there because it's been a couple, 3 years since I've been there, and I'll bet you have some new things.
We do indeed.
Wait, I hear the music box. Did you hear it? Did it just start all by itself?
It did.
Let's show it.
Okay. We have little statues of each of the branches of the military.
I'm going to put it by your... And it's playing.
And it's playing the theme song for the Army. And they do each one play. It'd look better against you than it does against me.
Right?
Right.
Over hill, over down. That is wonderful. No telling what that's worth. Where do you find that?
We appreciate all of the people who have served through the years in the military protecting us, and we do have heavy emphasis and several exhibits on the different phases of the military. And you all were talking a while ago about different holidays and the seasons coming up. So with Veterans Day coming up in November 11th.
The 11th.
November.
Is my daughter's birthday. Sorry.
Okay, well that's a great holiday
close,
too
yeah.
then.
But it's the 11th.
November 11th. On November 12th at 12 o'clock and at 1 o'clock that day, we're giving free tours of the museum to all veterans and their families.
I think that's wonderful. And those people that do not know where the museum is...
It's 24 Campground Road in Manchester, and we say that we are the meet between Starbucks Coffees and O'Charlie's Restaurant.
And of course the Holiday Inn, big places over there too, so it's real easy to get to, and you have so many wonderful things. I love this brochure. You could drop by and pick up a brochure and see what all is going on. The outdoor train ride, is it over?
Outdoor terrain ride concludes on November 12th. We'll be running from 10 that morning, God willing, with weather permitting, until 1 o'clock. And now the free tours for the vets and their whole families are from at 12 and at 1, because we do guided tours and we want to be able to show them and emphasize things according to the war that they were in. We are collecting still for Korea and Vietnam and the wars since then. We just don't have space at this time to show everything.
Well, you know, that's one of the... how do we get more space for our museums? It takes a lot of money, doesn't it?
It takes money, yes, and we still accept donations. We accept donations of money. That's right.
To check out to the Coffee County Museum.
Right.
Is that what they make it out to? If
Plus,
they want to donate?
Still accept artifacts.
I love this.
This is a World War II gas mask. Now, we have a World War I gas mask, and it's so interesting to compare the changes from World War I in the 1918, 1920 to World War II.
You need to get that.
Oh.
I thought you'd lost the top part of it. Never mind.
And also then when we were doing the museum, and this is so amazing to think they had buried rations, and that's a can of rations.
I know all about buried rations. I lived in the country. My parents and grandparents had 400 or 500 acres between them, and the soldiers came down there and maneuvered all over the land. And when they would move on to another plot, my sister and I were out digging in the ground trying to find stuff like that.
Great!
And we found lots of goodies that they left behind. And that's a tin can from their rations.
It is, and inside that tin can...
Oh, it's still got stuff in it.
Yes, is a beverage, confection, and a biscuit.
In this one little can.
In that one little can.
You know, it's a little different now. I think they have dried stuff that they pack.
Right.
And they can add stuff too, but these things were heavy. It makes me think of a story. Do you mind me telling the story?
Please tell the story.
My husband tells the story of when he was in Korea, that for 6 weeks he carried a can with ham, you know, some canned ham and some lima beans. So he'd have them for Thanksgiving Day. He carried them 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah, so he could have a Thanksgiving lunch. And I thought that was sweet.
Oh, it is
anyway,
indeed.
He was in Korea.
His heart.
We didn't show that last time. I want us to talk about that beautiful sword.
This is a World War II, 1939 German bayonet. And one of our veterans did actually kill a German sniper.
And got that.
And got this. The German sniper has shot one of our American troops. And this fella said, I just automatically wheeled and started firing.
And got his weapon.
Yes.
That's a beautiful.
Yes.
That's a very valuable artifact, I'm sure.
We appreciate everything that
wow.
has been donated through the years.
And do you still actually take donations,
Yes.
even though you don't have a place?
We do.
You still are taking things.
We have wonderful storage, and we still take donations, and it's like a jigsaw puzzle, provided that we possibly can add anything in the collections. It's amazing. We just added a wonderful Tennessee Maneuvers pillow.
Oh.
Top the other day.
And was made in Tennessee?
It was Tennessee Maneuvers from our maneuvers here. And we also had one that said, Sweetheart.
Oh, yeah, they were big. All the
little verse.
soldiers, they tell me, from the Second World War, either their mothers
Yes.
or their girlfriends,
right.
they would get a pillow top for them. And my aunt, who was a teenager during the war, my Aunt Oreen Bibb, gave me a pillow from that period,
Oh, wonderful.
which I treasure.
Of course you do. We also have a bicycle that was used to deliver Western Union messages
yeah.
from the local drugstore to General George Patton when he was
my
here.
gosh. Oh, my
It's
goodness.
amazing.
I know that Bob Couch has a picture of General George
Yes.
Patton while he was here.
Yes. Now,
let's talk about this.
Okay, we have
pretty.
166 nativities on
display.
On display.
Are they there all the time, or are they brought in by?
The committee has given permission that they're willing to leave that exhibit as a permanent exhibit. Now, we have been putting them up and taking them down every year, but they have consented.
That's a huge contribution.
It is. It's
Because,
tremendous. And so that'll be part of the free
like
tour.
this one, is this maybe porcelain?
Right. And
it looks old.
It is. And when the veterans get their free tour that day, they'll get to see.
All right, let's tell that
these.
again. The free tour is
November 12 at 12 o'clock noon and at 1 o'clock. That's also concluding train rides. And we'll be glad to show that.
And I know you can ask questions. You'll be there
Yes.
to answer questions.
Phone number is 723-1323.
1323. 723-1323 if people want to make an appointment.
Right.
Judy,
Thank you so much.
we never have enough time to get through with your stuff.
That's
the
okay.
museum just goes on and on and on. You have to come
does
back.
indeed.
We'll
Thank
be
you,
back
thank
with
you.
more of this living stuff.
Come to see.
I will.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay, bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want. So you can bank when, where, and how you want, at our offices, or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
This is for my daddy and the chips. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what's up proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
At Charter, we're connecting military families with free webcams and the fastest, most reliable internet speeds. Get your webcam at charter.com/canyousee.
I miss you, Daddy.
All right, welcome back. And it was a big weekend for East Lincoln School. A lot of things went on over there this weekend, and we're going to be bringing you some video of that in just a second. But Wallace Wade was honored over there with a big plaque. Not a big plaque. I guess it's more like a statue.
It's a sort of obelisk or something like that.
Right.
And Lewis Bowling was in town, who was the biographer who wrote a book about Wallace Wade. He works at Duke, which is where Wallace Wade ended up finishing his coaching career.
Right.
And so he was enamored by Wallace Wade and ended up tracing him back and writing a biography of Wallace Wade.
He was in town last weekend for this event, and of course it was a huge day for the students at East Lincoln Elementary School and for the faculty there, because that school has been needed and has needed to be replaced for many years.
Oh, yeah.
And that has happened, and the students are tickled, the faculty's tickled, and it was just a great day for everybody involved over there. And we've got some video of that, and we'd like to bring it to you right now.
That's great.
Good afternoon and welcome to East Lincoln Elementary School, the new East Lincoln Elementary School, and it's appropriate to applaud or cheer for that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's no accident that you see very few adults up here. The adults behind the scene were very adamant that this program should be driven by students. So we are very proud to have representing our Marine Corps National Guard, our Marine Corps Junior ROTC, Nathan McAnally, Jennifer Jones, and Houston Burt as they present the colors. Assisting in the presentation of colors are the students from East Lincoln School who are also East Lincoln Flag Patrol students. And we have Deontay Holman and Olivia Quinn, in addition to Logan Golden.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now the East Lincoln Choir, under the direction of Chris Gregory, will offer the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight was the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Students, I've got a word for you, please. We've got a group of big people sitting out there, standing out there watching us, wondering what's going to happen next. And I want you to know something about those big people. Those big people are very convinced of the idea that you are our future, that you're going to make great things happen for us. And they're very convinced that we need to invest in you so you can invest in us later. So we're really excited about all the things that you as East Lincoln students will become. It's really exciting news for us, and that's exactly why we have this school for you.
What a great day for the children, their future, and the future of Tullahoma. 50 years ago, a little boy entered Mrs. Ayer's first grade class at Bel Air Elementary School at Ballstown. He was typical in every respect. His father was a teacher and his mother was a homemaker. He liked to ride his bike, but he didn't much like homework. Over the next 12 years, he received a superior education in the Oklahoma City School. He was challenged, motivated, scolded on occasion, and loved. Although he never dreamed of being a leader, he wanted this community to be the very best it could be. He now serves as mayor, and he believes his education in Tullahoma was the foundation of his success. I believe somewhere in this school right now is a student that will be the mayor of Tullahoma. There are also students that will be teachers, ministers, engineers, volunteers, and community activists. They will become loving and giving moms and dads. It is up to us to teach, mentor, and mold these young minds and bodies. These students deserve our very best. Every day when the doors of this beautiful new facility open, what happens in these classrooms is special. The students are choosing their own destinies. There are many opportunities for them to prepare for the 21st century. I heard someone say, this is a place where our future leaders are under construction. This school is a dream come true. This is a hallmark event for the city of Tullahoma. This school, although its construction took way too long to approve and construct, represents growth, progress, and our commitment to the education of Tullahoma's children. It is critical we give every child the opportunity to not only succeed, but to excel. Tullahoma has a tradition of excellence in education. That is why thousands of families have moved to Tullahoma over the past 50 years. I want to give a special thanks to the teachers of East Lincoln Elementary, who have an awesome responsibility. During the students' tenures at East Lincoln, their young minds are trained and inspired to do the very best they can do. Taught that through education, nothing is impossible, and instilled with a sense of dignity, self-conscious, and a desire to learn. Of course, all this was going on in the old building as well, but hopefully the spacious new classrooms in the state-of-the-art building make our teachers' jobs just a little bit easier. This school, through the teachers, is where dreams are created and nurtured. I challenge the students, teachers, parents, and leaders to always give your best. The tradition of excellence in education continues in Tullahoma with the new East Lincoln Elementary School. And last, when confronted with the challenge worth completing, and at first you do not succeed, never give up. Never, never, never give up. Thank you.
Why Traders Bank?
The convenience of 5 locations near you.
2695 Deckard Boulevard, Winchester. 1207 Hillsborough Boulevard, Manchester. 1602 North Main Street, Shelbyville. 412 West Lincoln Street, Tullahoma. 120 North Jackson Street, Tullahoma. Why Traders Bank?
The service of 61 friendly, knowledgeable employees meeting your banking needs.
We're Traders Bank in Winchester. Come see us. We're Traders Bank in Manchester. Come see us.
We're Traders Bank in Shelbyville. Come see us.
We're Traders Bank on West Lincoln Street in Tullahoma. Come see us.
We're Traders Bank. Come see us.
Why Traders Bank?
The stability of 122 years, locally owned and operated, banking under the same name.
Traders Bank.
Why Traders Bank? Because you're welcome here.
Traders Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
These are the children who had no chance. They're known as Brazil's street kids. They wander the streets dying by the thousands from drugs, AIDS, and bullets. Most of them have been abandoned, left to survive on their own. These children needed a place to go. I had to do something. So I brought it up at Rotary. People heard about what we were doing and asked how they could help. Together, we raised funds to give them a home and open the school. They're learning a trade. Now hundreds of kids have a family and a future. They're contributing to the community because Rotary believes in making things better for everyone.
Rotary is making a difference right now.
They have hope.
Rotary gives people an opportunity to help.
I love having Sandra Yates on this show because she brings beautiful people to the show. You are representing the Snowbell pageant.
Right.
That raises funds for Coffee County Arts Center, or
Manchester Arts Center.
And tell us a little bit about it.
This is the third year that we've had the pageant. It's a fundraiser. All the proceeds from the pageant go to benefit the Arts Center.
That's wonderful.
It's really a fun day. It's grown every year. We try to make it fun for everybody. We give away a lot of crowns. All the little ones get a crown.
Even where they win, lose, or draw.
Right.
I love
the little
that.
ones. And we give crowns, flowers. We try to give 5 places so we can have a lot of winners.
Well, I think we have some of the winners with us today.
We do.
So let's have them model one at a time, and then we'll ask them a few questions.
Okay.
You can tell me what the first one represents.
Okay, this is our petite Little Miss Snowflake.
All right, Little Miss Snowflake is coming up, and what a beautiful dress she has on. There we go.
Right.
Can you tell me what your name is?
Thelma.
Thelma.
Thelma, what's your last name?
Norris.
Thelma Morris?
Norris.
Norris. And what's your mom and dad's name?
Loretta and Scott.
I'll bet they're proud of you. What grade are you in?
Second.
Did you have fun in the pageant? Oh, bet you did. Well, you're beautiful, and I can see why you're wearing the crown.
Thank you.
Yeah, Thelma's she's a neat little model. She's in the 2nd grade over at Westwood, and she's in the same class that my grandson's in, and I thought they were sitting at the same table, but she said they weren't sitting at the same table anymore. But
what did you do when you modeled?
Yeah, show us how you model.
Can you show me how you model?
Turn around and smile and wave at the judges.
There,
she's got that pageant wave.
Yeah. There it is.
Oh.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's have you take a seat, and the next young lady will come up, and you can give her the microphone. Okay? And what?
Okay, this is
this?
well, let me see.
Beautiful red dress. Wow.
This is Little Miss Snowflake.
Little Miss Snowflake. And your name?
Sydney.
Sydney, what is your last name?
Shipley.
Shipley? And your mom and dad?
Tammy and Scott.
Tammy and Scott? You want to look toward the television, the camera, I mean?
Right.
And what grade are you in?
3rd.
3rd grade. You want to model for us? Look at that hairdo. I love that hairdo.
And that red dress, that's really Christmassy.
Who did your hair? Somebody? Well, they did a great job. Have you had fun doing the pageant?
Yes.
Do you like it? Good.
Sydney,
well, you're a beautiful girl.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Sydney has been on our pageant 2 years, and last year she won.
Yeah.
And then she moved up a class, and
that's how she got another position.
That's how she got another position. You have to, if you win in your class, you can't participate
again.
Yeah, in that class.
Till you get
but when you move up,
so what's the oldest in that group? This is grades
7 to 9.
7 to 9. And then next we have
our preteen.
Beautiful girl, a princess. What?
Our teen.
Teen
is Snowbell.
Miss Snowbell. Hi.
Princess.
Tell us about yourself.
My name is Andrea Fisher. I'm 14. I'm in the 9th grade at Coffee County High School. My parents are John and Jamie Fisher.
And is this the first pageant you've ever done? I think not.
No, we actually done this pageant with probably half our basketball team.
Well, I love your dress. Did you get that locally?
We got it at Millie's Bridal in Tullahoma.
Well, Miss Millie deserves an accolade because she does a good job with her dresses.
Right.
And do you plan to, will she be able to do this next year, or will she move into another class, or do you
I
stay
think
in the
she,
same?
how old are you, Andrea?
14.
14. I don't think she'll get to do it next year. I think she'll have to sit out a year before she can go up to the...
give the crown to someone
right,
else.
before she can compete. The next group starts 16 to 19, so she'll be 15 next year, so she won't be able to.
So what are your studies at the high school? What do you like the best?
My favorite class would be agri-science. It's just like about you study the land and animals.
Okay, thank you. Good job.
They're beautiful.
Let's talk about, they are beautiful. I know you have a couple more winners, so Laura
Right.
Morris,
Yes.
Lauren Morris.
Yes, she was our queen. She wasn't able to come today. And then we had a preteen winner who moved out of town. She wasn't able to come today. But we have five princesses. Right. And then, like I said, we get 5 places, so that's 25 winners.
And you do this every year, don't you?
This is our 3rd year.
Well, so it's probably going to be locked in.
Right. Oh, yes, yes.
Did you have a lot of participants this year?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
That's
It's been
wonderful.
really, yeah. We had last year we had like 70-something girls. I hope we'll have more this year.
Well, so if people want to become involved in this pageant, do they call you or do they call the Art Center?
Right. You can call the Art Center. You can call me. You can pick up an application. The Art Center, we don't have like regular hours, so you need to call there first. If nobody's there, you can go
There's
to
the number.
Right. Baker Brothers Drugstore, the Chamber of Commerce, the Step and Style Beauty Salon. They'll have applications. Millie's in Tullahoma will have applications. Or just call me at 273-4712. I'll see that you get one.
Okay.
And
so
Judy,
you go ahead and take applicants in advance.
Right. Yes. I have a deadline. The 23rd is the deadline. The 26th is the day of the pageant.
The 23rd of October.
November. Right. It's the 26th, the Saturday right after.
Is this last year's people?
This is last year's people.
Okay, this is last year's people. The pageant is coming up, so we need to make sure everybody understands that.
Right. The pageant's coming up. Oh, and one good calling card we have for the girls is it's the 26th of November, the pageant, the day of our Christmas parade, and we'll have a vehicle ready with a sign on it.
The winners will be in the vehicle.
Ready to ride.
I love that.
Right.
That's very clever to do it. You're so smart, Sandra.
I don't know if that was my
You're so
idea or not,
wise.
but I'll take it.
Well, tell me this. Do you have to pay to be in the pageant?
It's $25.
Okay, so anybody that wants to be a part of the pageant,
right.
$25, get a pretty dress, and
Show
you're
up.
in.
You're in, that's right.
And then the people that come to watch the pageant, do they pay?
$5.
Only $5.
$5, right.
And so that's where you
Right.
get the proceeds
Right.
for the Art Center.
Right. And another generous sponsor, Judy Skelton of This and That, she donates all our crowns.
We had Miss Judy Skelton on last week or so.
She's a
and
wonderful
she is-
sponsor.
She is loaded with ideas
Oh,
for
she
costuming
is.
and
She
how to
is.
dress.
She
and
is,
I think she
right.
psyched me out and decided she needed to take me to her house and dress me, which would be fine.
I've been out there and bought several dresses from Miss Judy.
Yeah, she does a good job.
Right.
And I suppose you have other people that do clothes for different things, but Judy is actually a sponsor.
Right, she sponsors,
And
right.
are there any
right.
other sponsors we need to mention?
Well, a lot of places that I have the applicants, you know, and then I'll be getting, I have some door prizes. I haven't got all my door prizes yet, but Woodard's in Tullahoma is always
he's
generous.
always good, yeah.
Mike Niederhauser.
Do we have time to throw the camera back on those pretty girls? I think.
We don't.
Oh, we don't?
Okay.
All right, sorry.
Okay.
It's not really about time spent.
Okay, never mind. All
And
right.
in Manchester, KK Jewelry and a pawn, and also Tolliver's Jewelry. They
Oh,
give
wonderful.
nice. We have a lot of. We try to have 20 or 25 door prizes. Some small, and then some really nice ones. One year we had diamond earrings.
Ooh, that
so
sounds like a
we have a
Jim Woodard thing.
lot of help. A lot of
Well,
help.
as always, we never have enough time to say everything that's on our mind, but good luck. Thanks.
Thank you.
I
Thank you,
appreciate
Peggy.
everything
Thank you.
you do.
Thank you. Thank
We'll
you.
be back with more of Living.
There's one place women of all ages can find the care they need, the Women's Center at Harton Regional Medical Center. We're a full-service women's center with comprehensive obstetrical and gynecological surgery. Our excellent customer satisfaction rate is a reflection of our commitment to excellence. To serve you even better, we've now remodeled our facility. Our family-friendly birth center features private labor, delivery, and recovery suites. For every stage of your life, we're there for you. The Women's Center at Harton Regional Medical Center.
Get Tullahoma's news first, fast, and free with Tullahoma's News Leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Jimmy and Jenny bring you local weather, sports, community calendar events, birth announcements, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Tullahoma's news, get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
When you see the sign, The Main Event, take a close look inside at a hair studio that offers services by some of the best master stylists in Middle Tennessee. These stylists offer a list of services that compete with large city salons, from trendy cuts for men, women, and children to the latest color techniques, including highlights and bold color accents. Other services offered include permanent hair weaving and relaxing to formal hairstyle for that special occasion. You can also give yourself a very special treat with a full makeover, including full body waxing. For your convenience, we are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until the last client leaves happy. Call and make your appointment at 931-571-8682 or stop by our Tullahoma location at 207 North Jackson Street. Pamper yourself at The Main Event today.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're pleased to have joining us on the set now Katie Ishii. And Katie, of course, it's that time of the year, and it's time for the 41A Toy Convoy. And Katie, welcome to the show this morning.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for having me.
And how many of these have you done?
15.
15? Oh my goodness.
Can you believe
it's
that?
It's hard to imagine. Hard to imagine. 15 so far. This is the 15th, right?
Yes.
Okay. And give us a little overview in case there's anybody out there that maybe doesn't know what this is about.
The convoy is to raise toys for the children in the area who are underprivileged, I guess you could say. And the toys are distributed through the Tullahoma Fire Department, Manchester Police Department, Coffee County Sheriff's Department, and Bedford County. Mm-hmm. And we've been doing this for 15 years. It's day that you could take the whole family out for like $5 a carload, and you can't go anywhere for $5 a carload. Mm-hmm. And everybody brings a new unwrapped toy, flies the American flag for our military. Mm-hmm. And we line up in Manchester at Coffee Middle School at 11 on this Sunday. And we don't roll till 1, so it gives the church folks time to get there. Mm-hmm. And the show vehicles are also asked to register at the school so they can get their number, and they lead in the front. And now a special guest we have coming in this year is Susan Boyles, the owner-operator of the Dale Earnhardt Sr. Memorial Big Rig that travels the NASCAR tracks. Mm-hmm. And Susan's coming, and she's going to be actually leading the convoy. And she's got some of her friends coming with her. So it's going to be a lot of fun this year, you know, celebrate the 15th anniversary of the convoy.
So it starts in Manchester.
Right.
And are these classic cars you got leading?
Oh, wow. We've had a little bit of everything. I've had everything from 19 Splash. I had a man brought a 1929 Ford tractor converted to a pickup truck one year, and it wouldn't go fast enough, so I told him put it on a trailer. If you got something and it's not ready but you want to show it, it's for sale, whatever, put it on a trailer and bring it. You're welcome to do that.
Right.
And you don't need anything special. The main ingredient that you got to have is a good heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this, the Scrooges will stay home and all you meet's good people. I can guarantee you that, because when you start rolling and you look in front of you and you look behind you and all you see is people there to help kids, it's a great feeling.
Okay. How many participants do you typically have in this thing?
Well, we've had anywhere from 200 to probably 1,200.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's a lot of vehicles. I'd like to back it up to McMinnville myself. So I'm challenging all of y'all who've never been to the convoy. It's become a legend. I mean, people come in have had 6 states represented in the convoy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it goes out on the Tennessee Vacation page. It's going out on Clear Channel Radio, of course, Channel 6, and all the Nashville stations will be carrying it. And it's really a great way to meet old friends and new friends. And this year, Virgil T., who was lead singer of the former Highway 41 Blues Band,
mm-hmm.
is going to be our entertainment this year.
Mm-hmm.
And several of his friends will be playing with him. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We will travel down Highway 55, rolling out at 1 from Manchester. And we'll come down 55 with a police escort, and we'll come over the viaduct here in Tullahoma, hit Jackson, all the way up past the mall, and then we'll cut over to Atlantic and backtrack downtown to Daddy Billy's, and they will close, several blocks will be closed downtown for the event.
And when you get to Daddy Billy's, if I recall correctly, the event is not over then. The party starts.
Oh, no, that's
then.
just when the party starts. It's like a big cruise-in in Manchester and another cruise-in when we get there. But there will be bands playing. I'll be giving away door prizes. A lot of dinners for 2 will be going out, and we've got some other nice door prizes that we'll be giving. And I do want to thank the local businesses that have been so wonderful helping me over the years to keep this thing rolling, because there was a time that we almost thought it was going to just come to a standstill. So
the name Highway 41 Convoy, tell us how that originated.
That came from the motorcycle group that started it, and I was a part of that group. And when the idea of the toy run came up, a run usually consists of only motorcycles. And I remember the times when I didn't have a motorcycle that I couldn't go when I saw the bikes going by, and I wanted to be there, but I couldn't because I didn't have a bike. And I thought, why should anybody who wants to help a child have to stand on the street corner because they don't have the right kind of vehicle?
Mm-hmm.
So we invite everything. I don't care if you put it on a trailer or tow it, like I said.
Yeah.
I mean, and we've had some awesome rides show up. Got a lot of hot rodders that come in. We got muscle cars. And we had a truly all-American 4x4 winner last year. She was about 18 years old, and she pulled up in the parking lot, and her car was just covered with mud from top to bottom. She was in an SUV, and she had a great big American flag across the front. I said, you've got to show that in the 4x class. She said, I can't show this, it's filthy. And I said, sure you can. You know, so she came up with extra money, and she showed it, and she won the trophy. It was the most American car there. I loved it. So it just goes to show you, you know, it's not always the $100,000 cars that win it. You know, and another little boy that was there last year, he was in a little Volkswagen, and he took that. It was just a standard little Volkswagen. So, you know, it's a lot of fun. Santa Claus is coming, and he's going to be there for the kids.
This may be the first time we've seen him this season.
Yeah, and I'm sure, and the kids love talking to Santa. He's coming to check them out, make sure they're being as good as they say they are.
Yeah, that's always a good idea.
And I'll be signing my book, Pieces of My Heart, while I'm there for anyone who wants to pick up an autographed copy for themselves or maybe for a Christmas gift. So we're expecting a big turnout this year.
The Highway 41A has some significance, though, other than just this convoy, does it not? Because
the name of the motorcycle group, skipped over that, was Highway 41 A-Bay.
Yeah.
And because so many people traveled 41, Well, when we started the convoy, it was in Hillsboro. And we outgrew the school in 3 years, and we traveled up 41, but it was, name of the convoy came basically from the motorcycle group, the Highway 41 ABATE group that started it. And they folded in like 2000, I believe, after 3 or 4 years. And when they quit, it was either keep it rolling or stop. And so I've kept it rolling.
What about the Highway 41A Blues Band? Is that
the Highway 41 Blues.
Are they connected to this somewhere?
Well, my husband was lead singer with 41 Blues when they were together, and they broke up, got back together, but Virgil still sings. He's well known in the area for being lead singer. In case y'all wondering about Virgil, maybe some didn't know, he's a guy with a long red beard and the long red hair that plays the harmonica besides singing.
Yeah.
And he's an awesome entertainer. Not to be one-sided or anything, but Virgil rocks.
After all these years, she still thinks Virgil rocks, and he does, folks. She's not kidding about that. I would imagine there's a lot of young children in this county that really need help.
I tell you, I've seen some children, and they need some help.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit, as we're about to run out of time here. Recap again now. This is going to start where?
Okay, we line up at Coffee Middle School in Manchester at 11. Lineup starts at 11. We don't roll till 1. Show vehicles must register up at the school. And so don't come up to me in Tullahoma and say, well, I'd like, after you've seen the competition, no, let's all do it right the first time.
Yeah.
And then we'll leave with the police escort. You're asked to bring a new unwrapped toy.
Right.
And fly the American flag. And we're coming down to Tullahoma. And it's really great because there's people just pull off the road all the way through the journey.
Yeah.
You know, and in town, Tullahoma's packed out, the mall's packed out. And I do want to ask everyone to please be careful as they see us coming through and not try to cut through the line and keep it safe for us.
All right. That's coming up, folks, this Sunday. You can be a part of it. Unwrapped toy.
Right.
And $5 entry.
$5 a carload.
All right.
Thank you.
Great event, Katie, and thank you so much for what you do.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back in just a moment with more Living right after this.
Since 1985, Life Communications and Security has been a household word in Middle Tennessee, mainly because people trust and believe in Life Communications and Securities in the work they do. Led by owner Jeff Wooten, LCS has continued to grow and earn the support of their many customers. When we ask businesses and homeowners who they put their trust in, these are the answers we receive.
Tommy Anderton with Traders Bank. When it comes to security and communications, we call Life Communications.
For all of our security needs at First Vision Bank, we call Life Communications. Life Communications is a small investment for us to take care of our major investment.
Knowing this, why would you ever call anyone else for your security or communications needs? Call Life Communications and Security at 931-455-9016 or 1-866-535-9016. That's Life Communications and Security.
I'm Marley Matlin for the American Red Cross. In an emergency, infants and children can't always tell you what's wrong. Being able to read critical signs and knowing how to respond can make all the difference. The Red Cross offers infant and child CPR training, where you can learn how to recognize and respond to respiratory and cardiac emergencies. Visit www.redcross.org or call 1-800-HELP-NOW. Together, we can save a life.
Waiting around for things other people get right away just doesn't make much sense. Get high-speed Charter internet and enjoy downloads way faster than DSL.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and recently we had as everybody knows, we had a hailstorm around here, caused a bunch of damage, and we want to keep reiterating it is so important, so important that you spend your money with local folks to do your repairs. And to prove that, we have 3 representatives of the South Central Home Builders Association with us here today. Lynn White, Keith Bailey, Russ Barrett, and they're all contractors in their own right. They all are local business people here in town who buy business permits here, who pay taxes here, who will not disappear but will be here when this is all over with. So, I just want to get your take on this and what you think, because we have roofing trucks from all over the United States are in this town. They're from Mexico, they're from New Orleans, they're from Florida, Michigan, South Carolina, Texas. There are people from everywhere. Storm chasers.
Yes. As soon as the hail hit, signs went up. And Russ can probably allude a little bit more on that.
Stay do business locally. There's plenty of folks between Bedford County and the surrounding counties, and Franklin, Coffee, Moore. There's plenty of roofing contractors and general contractors that can do the work.
Right.
It's not like the hail damage that's occurred. Your roof's not going to leak tomorrow. It's not like they got to be all fixed in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Right.
So there's not an urgency. The urgency is to get it looked at and to do an assessment and to get them settled with the insurance company. But there is no rush at all to get the work done.
Right.
And people need to understand that and not be concerned about that.
Unless, and some of them did have. Some of them got hit by hail balls, almost big as baseballs, and there were some places
if
where
you've got windows knocked out, I guess I'm thinking of a roof, and I have found
and some
one leak
of the roofs
or two, but
probably
for the most part,
you're exactly correct. Because what happened is folks, you can look in your gutter, and you can see the rock off your gutter, off your shingles in the gutter that deep.
Right.
Well, how long are they going to last?
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Now, a lot of people don't know what to look for, and I guess that's something we can talk about too. But
well, one thing that comes to my mind is, like Russ said, but a lot of elderly people, they don't understand the process of construction, and they get panicky, and they feel like that time is of the essence and their property will be damaged, and so they come and want to get something to take care of it immediately. And sometimes it takes a week or 2 to get a good estimate and really check out your person that you've got doing the work, And then that's the reason why we go back to home builders, because we do a lot of the vetting on these contractors, and they belong to our organization, and so they have the workman's comp liability, and they can take care of it properly. It might take longer sometimes.
And I'm not necessarily saying that all of these national roofing contractors who are coming in here are bad business people, because some of them aren't, but some of them are. When you find somebody, when you pull in your driveway and find somebody up on your house without your permission, telling you they're getting ready to start fixing your roof and I need the deductible right now, tell them to leave your property, because they have no right to be on your property, or particularly up on your roof, until you give them permission to and sign the proper paperwork, contracts, and anybody says, oh, you don't need a contract, well, let me tell you what.
You do need a contract. Absolutely, always need a contract. You need to know what that bottom line is going to be. There's always incidentals that'll come up, but you address that. But like he said, some of the elderly people, and there are a lot of people, it's commonplace for us because we're in construction, but when we can talk in construction language that other people don't understand, and you get way over their head, and so can these other people that come from out of the area. Home Builders has, and we can give the phone number, and they can call the Home Builders office. We can give them information. We can give them builders. We can give them roofers, somebody that can come look at it and make sure that somebody will be honest and fair with them. And we want to give everybody that benefit of the doubt, but we have a lot of local people that are honest and fair, and we want to see this community work within its own self.
Right. And one thing I think you would also want to see, particularly in your roofing products, is roofing, like every other product, not every shingle that comes off the line is a first grade shingle. There's some of them have mistakes. There's some of them don't have enough stone on them. There are seconds in shingles. A lot of these folks will buy a train car load full of seconds. You need to make sure that you have a first grade shingle put on your house, because a lot of these guys that are coming in from out of state will be hauling their shingles in with them because they're buying a second grade shingle. They're not buying the shingle that you will get at Builder's Supply.
Locally purchased
first
right.
grade shingles,
and materials.
Which again keeps the money right here in Tullahoma.
One thing I want to point out too, John, is a lot of the storm chasers may want to paint the insurance companies as the bad guys, and they're not. For the most part, the insurance companies that you're doing business with, they want to do the right thing. Just give them an opportunity, and they're going to pay your claim. They're going to look at it. The ones I deal with and see, they're going to look at it and they're going to assess the damage, and they're going to write the folks a check like they're supposed to. And so I don't want people thinking. A lot of times they get the impression that hey, they're wanting to save money, they want to do what's right, but that's not the case, and people don't need to perceive it that way.
Right, but then again, if you do have an issue with your insurance company and go, well, that's not, I think this is a little bit more than that. That's business between you and your insurance agent.
That's right.
Not the roofer.
Not the roofer.
Yeah.
Or
they
the
want to
guy
make it
pushing
appear.
dents out of your car.
Right.
He doesn't need, those people don't need to be involved in that conversation.
And then the contract should be between the individual, the construction company that's going to fix it, the contractor that's going to fix it, and you.
That's right.
Right.
Not the insurance.
Don't let don't let the contractor that's going to fix it deal straight up with your insurance company.
No, but now a lot of people don't understand that process, so they need to consult with someone that can help them through that process with the insurance company
the contractor should be doing that.
And a good, honest, fair contractor will do that and make sure. A roof is a very, very expensive investment. You definitely don't want to just save $200 or $300 by going with something that you're going to regret later. You want to make sure it's done right, because it is not cheap. The shingles have gone up tremendously.
Well, oil has gone up tremendously, and that shingle is a oil product.
Yes.
Yeah.
It affects your whole structure.
Somebody out of town, and you have a problem a year from now or 2 years from now, who's going to take care of that?
You're on your own.
You're on your own.
You know, I can see it right now. A second grade shingle with a staple in each corner. Mm-hmm. Not 4 roofing nails across it, you know, in a first grade shingle. And 3-4 years from now, you got a problem and the wind blows and they peel off your house, you know, and you look and go, well, there's only a staple in each corner. Well, that's because you used a storm chaser to fix your house.
Yeah.
Right. Could be.
Yeah. And if we can offer a phone number for people to call, and that's
what is it?
728-2664.
728-2664. And that will be on the screen in just a minute.
Right, and that'll give them the home builders, and we can give them information and help them through the process.
One thing a point I need to bring out, John, is, and home builders really suggest this as well, is if anybody is on your roof, they need to show a valid workman's comp and liability certificate, a current, because if they fall while they're just checking your roof out, they can sue you and own what you have very quickly.
Right.
So be careful who you let on your roof to begin with.
Yes, and people don't
on your
understand
property,
that.
because no matter what they say, it is your property. If you want to let it rot down, it's your business.
Right.
Right.
You know, and how you spend that money that you get is your business. But be wise in the way you do it.
Right.
That's right.
You know, and local people's the best way to go, because these folks will be here 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. You know, they've been in business. Something else, people, you know, there's a lot of damage on HVAC units.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know, don't get some guy driving through with a bunch of them on the back of a trailer and say, you know, HVAC units for sale today. You don't want to do that. You find somebody in this town that's been doing it for years that you can trust, because that's something that you have problem. Even the best one of them has to be serviced and has problems from time to time.
Right.
And you want somebody you can pick up the phone and call next week and go, hey, it's not doing just right.
Right.
And they're going to come out and fix it for you.
Right. Exactly.
Very, very important. And that's why you guys do what you do.
the typical damage that you're seeing is the roof, the gutters, windows, window screens, shutters,
siding,
vinyl siding, or wood siding is nicked up pretty badly, especially in the center of town.
Yep.
So paint, but that's
Paint.
the general damage that we're seeing.
Right.
And that doesn't include what's on the inside a lot of times.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's not taught. And to show that's, you know, I did a little story on this. The second part of it's going to be on the news today on Tuesday. Kind of getting some general numbers and being very conservative. And this is not counting commercial or industrial. This is just residential and cars, and not fleet cars. Just residential people and your cars. And it's going to be probably well over $30 million is going to be dropped on this town.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And a lot of people aren't going to spend all of that money. You know, you got your window cracked, you're going to put a new windshield in, your hood's dinged up, you're going to ding that up, fix that.
Local
If the
businesses.
top, you know, if you drive your car till it's old and gone, you're not going to fix that. You're going to put that $2,000 in your pocket.
Possibly. Yeah.
Plasma TV for Christmas.
There you go.
Know, kids
It's gonna
get new
spent.
shoes, new clothes. That's money that's being infused into our economy. So be wise how you spend your money, folks, and who you spend it with. Spend it local as much as you can. And I know we all can't buy everything we buy locally. You can't find everything, but you know, buy as much as you can here because it comes right back into our community.
That's right.
Lynn, Keith, Russ, the three musketeers, the home builders, they will put their swords together and protect you. So you be in touch with these folks when you need help and when you need work done around your house. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Appreciate
John.
y'all being here, and we appreciate what you do to help protect us from the masked men from out of state. That was terrible. That was just terrible. Halloween still has a hold of my mind. Folks, we'll be right back after these messages.
You ate too much candy.
Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the paint. Uh-oh. I just knocked a tree over. This is the paint doctor. I got the color wheel. Now, you know what a color wheel is? It is the wheel at the paint works where you pick all your colors to paint your room. It could be a multicolored beard. It could be a underarm fan. You never can tell. One thing we do know is that it's time to paint. You know, you can make your wife very happy if you go to your house and paint some rooms, or you paint the outside of the house, the inside of the house. It makes them feel very good because you work hard for them and they like that. All women like to see their man sweat. You know, they do. Honeydew is what they do. And you get to do it too. So you go to the paint works at 1960 North Washington Street and you see David Heikkinen over there, and he's the real paint doctor. He fix you up with color. It's so nice when the color is right. Go to Paintworks today. Martin Senor. See? Martin Senor. Right there. Martin Senor at the Paintworks. Bye, and we see you next time. I'm burning up.
whatever it takes to respect our customers' homes. Just one more way Charter is obsessed with serving you better.
Something here from a friend of mine, Cindy DaCosta, and Cindy is involved with the Tullahoma High School Work-Based Learning Program, and I'm going to give you an idea of what this is because I'm excited because Channel 6, Charter Channel 6, is involved with this. And this is their 4th year of the Work-Based Learning Program at Tullahoma High School. Every year the program has grown and has partnered with Tullahoma. They've partnered now with the Tullahoma Chamber of Commerce. This year, businesses have become mentors and CEO partners to create a work site for 23 at-risk students. The program is funded by a grant from Workforce Solutions, community donations, as well as paid employers. The students receive a credit for participation in Principles and Transition 1 and 2. They work for 8 hours a week with supervision from the Work-Based Learning Program. And this program gives students an opportunity to explore, train, and work at a vocation of interest. And it has been great benefit to the students in the past because sometimes the transition between high school and living life is not the easiest thing in the world to do. So this helps students to understand what's going on in those situations. Because of this program, individual transition plans help them to master the goals that they need to move forward. It creates self-confidence and direction for their path after high school, and it also is decreasing the dropout rate. Now, I tell you all of that to tell you one thing. Today on our television show, we have a new member of the Channel 6 news team, and his name is Ryan Goodwin.
I'm Ryan Goodwin, live from Tullahoma High School.
There you go. Now, folks, you see that guy? You hear that voice? He's part of our team, and he is going to be reporting from the high school. He is going to be writing stories, news stories, and we're going to get him a camera, and he's going to be the Ryan Goodwin. Ryan Reports is going to be roaming around Tullahoma High School and possibly part of the community wherever he feels like he wants to go, and he's going to bring us news stories and human interest stories and anything that he feels like is newsworthy and reportable. Ryan is going to write the stories and video them, and then he will be the voice of Channel 6 at Tullahoma High School.
Yes, sir, John Gray.
How do you feel about that, Ryan?
Well, Mr. John Gray, it's been pretty good so far, and it would be wonderful.
All right, so you folks in the community and around the high school, Cindy DaCosta, again, is the one who is in charge of this program. And how is she to work with? I bet she's fun, isn't she?
We cooked yesterday, and we had all the stuff to do.
So what this does is this is helping you better be prepared to live by yourself and function by yourself and go out and get a job and be able to cook. You like cooking?
Yes, sir, John Gray.
You like eating?
Yes, sir, John Gray.
What's your favorite?
I like pizza and spaghetti.
Pizza and spaghetti. And your favorite?
And much, much more.
And your favorite drink?
All kinds of Pepsi products and Coca-Cola products.
Okay. So, and I'll tell you one thing Ryan knows right now, and he needs no help, and he knows how to look at that camera and present himself to the camera. And that smile and that face right there, folks, can't help but love it, and then you're going to be seeing a bunch of it. So if you see Ryan comes up to you, and I'll tell you how we ended up meeting Ryan, is Jim Fuller was at the fan feast, and he told me, this young man walked up to me and gave me the ending to the news show. So Ryan, would you do that for us?
All right, here I go, John Gray.
All right, wait till they switch. Give us a switch back there. Put it on Ryan. There you are.
Thank you. All right, that is our news leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6. You have a good evening. Have a good night.
There you go. And if that doesn't sell you right there, folks, nothing will. So you look for Ryan around the school and out in the community, because he is a Channel 6 charter Channel 6 news reporter, and he will be coming and asking you some questions. And please give him the courtesy and treat him with respect and kindness, because he's out there doing a job, and he's going to do it well, and we're proud for him. Ryan, thanks, buddy.
You're welcome, John Gray.
Right.
You really appreciate it.
All right, I sure do. All right, folks, we'll be back after these messages.
How can toys like these lead to a 6-year-old's death and leave another child permanently brain damaged? Because they're not toys at all. A safety message from your local fire department and this station.
Oh, there's my cat. Should I put her away?
Lighten it up a little bit.
How's this? Great.
Good.
There we go.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors, and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Cove Lake, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Martin Weakley, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, Rugby in the Big South Fork, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
All right, folks, we're back, and I mean, whew.
I love that interview with Brian. He's got Ryan. He's going to do a good job.
Oh, I'll guarantee you, he's excited. He's back on the computer right now, and he's typing up a story.
Fantastic.
And well, I guess you don't type anymore, do you?
Well, I guess you do.
Keyboard or enter or
whatever it is you do.
Because it's not a typewriter
You can
anymore.
even talk into it.
Yeah.
In some cases.
So he is, until we get him a camera and get him proficient in that, he's going to be writing some stories for us and turning them in. And what they do in that situation is they are funded, as I said, by Workforce Solutions and some other places, community donations as well as employers, and it gives them an opportunity 8 hours a week.
Yeah, I think that's
to
great.
make some money.
Yeah.
And go out and do shadowing, basically. And as he said, they were learning how to cook. And Cindy's program, a lot of times these young people like this who are brilliant people don't have some of the social skills and take care of themselves skills.
Right.
And so she's helping them in that situation, everything from,
Well,
I guess,
she's doing a good job. I wonder
housekeeping
how
to
many
cooking.
people are in that program.
23 is what it says right here, right this time. It's growing. It's 4 years old, and she said that she was really pleased, and we're going to get her on and to talk about this. But she was really pleased in that they partnered with the Chamber of Commerce and some of the CEO partners that they have, and so it's really good. And I'm looking forward to working with Ryan because he's just so excited and he's so pleasant. And
he's a wonderful young
he
man.
will absolutely get us the news.
Great smile, didn't he?
Yeah,
I love
great
that smile.
Love him. So
I wanted to mention that Kat Murray is doing a tribute to Michael Jackson again at South Jackson Civic Center on the 12th of November.
that's right, she is.
And then there's other things
some
happening.
Some of that money
but
goes to South Jackson, some of it goes, I believe, to Horseplay.
And it's a wonderful program, so I hope people will go ahead and start buying tickets.
And we were over there at Horseplay, and I interviewed her the other day, and I think that film's going to be on what, Jim, on Thursday's news, maybe?
Good.
Possibly. Sorry, I got distracted. Yes, it will be.
Did the camera girl distract you a little bit?
I would say so. I would say so. But, and again, folks, don't forget Tullahoma High School football at home Friday night playing Centennial. Coffee County is playing at Riverdale. Shelbyville is playing Ottawa, and apologize, I don't know where that game is.
I think that's on the road.
Is that on the road for
yes,
them?
I think so.
Do we know about McMinnville?
And McMinnville didn't win a game, so I don't think. I think
so
they're
they would not be
finished.
playing.
Right. They didn't win a game this season, so they're not in the playoffs.
Well, sorry.
That's well, but they're trying.
They're
we love them. We love them.
They're rebuilding.
Yeah,
they have a good coach up there now. Now, you know, it takes a while to do that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And you, like Coach Davis. Coach Davis in Manchester's team by the end of the year was a completely different team than it was at the first of the year because you know, he brought in new programs, new people.
Well, also a lot of times, if it's like in music, you know, you'll have a whole big bunch of kids that are prepared and been trained, and then all of a sudden they graduate. You've got to rebuild
start
all the
all
time,
over
whatever
again.
it is that you're doing. You have to
Well,
rebuild.
yeah, and Coach Davis over at Coffee County, he lost his starting quarterback first game. Or second play of the season, I think.
Right out.
And he's brought in a sophomore who's done a great job. But I mean, that was a big blow to him. You know.
We need to mention all these cute little things.
Pumpkins and gourds and stuff. The flower shop, folks. We can never say enough about them and what those girls do. Tommy and Janie and Julie and Kathy and you know, they do a lot. For us, and we appreciate it very, very much.
Than this.
And their open house, I think, is this weekend.
Oh, is it this weekend?
It's Sunday. Yeah, I believe it is. So I almost forgot that. Sorry, but yes, the flower shop's open house is this Sunday on Blackwell Street. Go over there and eat and drink on.
And buy
Kenny and Teddy.
Kenny
and Teddy.
That's right.
Kenny and Teddy get to pay for this one.
That's right. I like it. I always like it when Kenny gets to pay.
Yeah, when Kenny gets to pay.
I think it's time
so
to
that's
say
it,
goodbye.
folks. We're going to say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for being with us, and don't forget that flower shop. Don't forget Tullahoma High School football. See you there.